Now it's time for Hamilton's own Channel 12 News Team with Rich Livingston, Dana Steele, Ray Kennedy, and Marshall Adams. Current, impactful, life-changing, and what you need to know as you go. WPRD Channel 12 News.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. WPRD, your Channel 12 news team, was rocked by scandal last night. The newscast was the largest viewed in the country, and despite the shame of your Channel 12 news team, we want to know why. Why is your consumption of salacious news insatiable? Dana?
WPRD Breaking News.
This is Dana Steele, coming to you live from Milton Street Jailhouse. We are here today asking the question, why? Why are we here? And why do you, the public, want to see this kind of stuff? Back to you, Rich.
We are joined in the studio today by Ray Kennedy and out on the beat, Marshall Adams. Ray, could you bring the audience up to speed just in case they missed our last broadcast?
Well, Rich, last night on our record-breaking broadcast, several shocking revelations were made. Dana Steele was identified as a Jackson Square bandit.
Is that Ray at my desk? What is she doing? Maury, you didn't say...
Our very own Wayne Lansky and Carmen Willoughby were tied together in an extramarital affair. And of course, Rich Livingston revealed his speech problem, which apparently played wonderfully with you, the Hamilton public. Our polls show that he was seen as an overcomer.
That's right, Ray. Apparently, there are different levels of shame that are acceptable. Let's bring in our panel now and discuss the salacious nature of the news. Our panel tonight consists of criminal defense attorney Edward Franklin, political advisor Wayne Lansky, and Channel 12's very own Carmen Willoughby. Carmen, let's start with you. Last night, your affair with our own Wayne Lansky was exposed on television. How has your life changed?
Well, quite frankly, Rich, it's never been better. I've been offered 2 book deals and a miniseries.
That's the problem, Rich. Why is everyone so interested in the scandalous activity that Carmen has been involved with?
If Wayne was just a little bit more forgiving and a little bit less judgmental, he would have received a book deal too.
Well, I have already signed with an agent and have 2 book deals on the way.
Why does society do it? Marshall, you are out on the street with the people. What are they saying?
WPRD Breaking News.
Wife of Wayne Lansky. Mrs. Lansky, would you care to tell us how these events have affected your life?
Well, Marshall, I am devastated. I've spent my whole life building a home with Wayne, only to have it devastated on national television. That's right, but we're through. You see this? This is what I think of you. Do this to me. I'll show you. Here.
Sir, could you care to comment on her behavior?
Yes, I am Steve Snedley, Public Relations, and I represent Mrs. Lansky.
Do you mind telling us what you whispered to her?
Well, my research has shown that the sad, broken wife and the angry, frustrated wife, they're tracking equally as well. We're trying to hedge our bets.
He's right, Marshall. Our polls reflect the same. The both broken wife and the angry wife do quite well. The indifferent wife and the cheating wife don't track quite high.
So, evidently this is all about publicity.
Oh no, my good friend. This is all genuine hurt. She has stayed faithful in this relationship for years, only to see it end in these flames of embarrassment.
So I take it Mrs. Lansky has a book deal too.
Hold on 1 second. Yes. Yeah. 2.3. 1.8. Not a dime under 1.5. Yes, we have a deal.
So I take it Mrs. Lansky has a book deal too.
You have to wait till our book comes out. We're under contract to hear our comments.
So, it comes down to how well you sell your hurt in today's market. Back to you, Rich.
I didn't get a book deal out of this. But I have my pride and the encouragement that through my struggles, I may have made a difference in somebody's life. Perhaps there's a little boy or a little girl out in the audience watching that also has a speech problem. They can see me and know that they can be somebody too. What's that? Well, play the music. This is breaking news.
WPRD Breaking News.
Ladies and gentlemen, apparently I, Rich Livingston, have been offered a book deal and a made-for-television movie called Overcoming, the Rich Livingston Story. Dana, from your vantage point, what does this say about our society?
Well, Rich, it certainly says we have a well-fed diet of sensational stories. Ladies, how many of you have been offered deals?
It just goes to show you, Rich, what I've been saying all along. The moral fiber of this city has fallen into such a state of depravity that we're all craving it now.
You're absolutely right, Carmen. I mean, look at my sweet little Deborah. She would have never acted like this before, but now, thanks to our illicit affair, she has a book deal.
Well, what I'm concerned about is why are we glorifying people's wrongdoings? Why are we spending millions of dollars for people to replay their sin for us?
Ah, you didn't get a book deal, eh?
No.
Gotcha. Ray, what is your take on all of this?
Well, for me personally, Rich, this is my big shot at the big anchor desk. No more chasing down stories in those sweaty news vans with those sweaty news crews. Ugh, this is prime time, baby, and I'm here to stay.
Don't bet your life on it, sister. Comeback stories are huge.
Well, Dana, so far I'm tracking a bit higher in the young and hip generation, where you seem to be a bit out of touch and dated. It appears that they prefer the young edge that I bring to the desk.
Well, polls here showed nobody likes a backstabber. Right, ladies?
Right. Watch your back, Ray Kennedy.
Disturbing indeed.
The question remains, why do we find this terrible information about other people so fascinating? And why do we spend hours upon hours rehashing it over and over and over again? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
As I've been saying, the people watch us make fools of ourselves, and it makes them even feel better about themselves. They'll crave it for as long as we dish it out.
Well, I disagree. I believe many people are doing these things themselves and are looking to us for their validation.
Validation? Wayne, that is just ridiculous. This is all we are feeding them. We are the ones to blame in this slash and burn media age. As a matter of fact, I discussed this in my new book, The Slash and Burn Age of Media, My Years as a News Pundit with WPRD.
Well done, Ed. Well done. The question is, what is the public thinking of this? Ray, what do the polls say?
Well, currently viewers are trending with Carmen. Shock value is still topping our polls. Take, for instance, the jailing of former Channel 12 news anchor Dana Steele. Had the producers chose to air this during prime time, the ratings would have been through the roof.
WPRD Breaking News.
Ladies and gentlemen, apparently Dana Steele has just broken out of jail. She has stolen a county car and is en route to the Channel 12 news station as we speak. There is an inmate standing by we'd like to have a word with. Ma'am, could you please tell us your name?
They call me Cutback Jackie.
And how did a sweet little lady like you get a name like that?
'Cause if you cut me, I cut you back.
Can you tell us, were you the last one to see Dana Steele?
Yes, apparently she was listening to the broadcast and she lost it.
WPRD Breaking News.
Rich, I'm in the car with an enraged Dana Steele. Dana, can you tell us how you're feeling right now?
I I worked all those years for that position. I'm not just going to stand by and let some little twit take my spot at Channel 12 News. It's mine, I tell you. It's mine.
Well, Dana, what impact do you think this is going to have on your court case on Monday?
Well, Marshall, I've already increased my movie deal with this exciting high-speed car chase. And Maury at WPRD, he said if I start a cat fight with Ray, he's going to increase my contract.
I know that she's not trying to come up in here and get my job.